Dear students, today I would like to start DNA replication. And in previous class, I discussed the structure of DNA. DNA is very important and called universal genetic material. DNA is found inside the chromosome, and there are different types of DNA, but actually Watson and Crick had discovered BDNA or right-handed DNA, which is more stable. And in previous class, I discussed reproduction is nothing but the copying of DNA. So how the DNA is copied? The most important mechanism is DNA replication. DNA replication is a process through which parent DNA forms two DNA. There are different models regarding the DNA replication, like semi-conservative method, semi-conservative method, conservative method, and third one is dispersive method. Conservative method, semi-conservative method, conservative method, and dispersive method. Different models have been proposed, but it has been proved that semi-conservative method is the mode of DNA replication. It has been strongly proved by Michelson and Stahl experiment. Michelson and Stahl experiment in 1958. It has been strongly proved DNA replication takes place by semi-conservative method by using E. coli, Escherichia coli. In the body of E. coli, the normal nitrogen is N14. Normal nitrogen is N14, and heavy isotope of nitrogen is N14, N15. So N14 is the normal and N15 is the heavy isotope of nitrogen. They grew E. coli on ammonium chloride NH4Cl by using 15 nitrogen. Ammonium chloride is the medium on which E. coli were grown, and in this way the body of E. coli contains N15 nitrogen, and initially the nitrogen was N14, but later on, after introducing the DNA, and nitrogen becomes N15. In the first generation, all are hybrid. N15, N15, N14, N14. So in first generation, that is after 20 minutes, in bacteria, the generation time is 20 minutes. So in first generation, all are hybrid DNA. All are hybrid DNA. And after 40 minutes, 4 strands are formed or produced, and out of 50% is normal and 50% is hybrid. And in this way, normal DNA increases and hybrid DNA decreases. This proves that DNA replication takes place by semi-conservative method. And it has also been proved by Taylor et al. Or Taylor colleague in 1958 in plants. The name of the experimental material was Vicia fava. In Vicia fava, Taylor and colleagues proved that chromosomes replicate by semi-conservative method by using a heavy isotope of hydrogen. or thymidine. So in this way, this has been proved that DNA replication takes place by semi-conservative method. Now, I'd like to start what is the definition of the semi-conservative. Semi-conservative is a process during which a parent DNA or single DNA forms two DNA, out of which one strand is original and, or you may say, old strand, and another is new strand. One old, 50, that is the 50% old and 50% new. That is the 50% old and 50% new. What is the site of DNA replication? The site of DNA replication inside the cell is the S phase. S phase means synthetic phase. S phase means synthetic phase. Synthetic phase is the site of the DNA replication. S phase takes place in the interphase of the cell cycle. And what are the requirements? Next point, DNA template, DNA RNA primer, different types of enzymes are required. DNA is a long thread-like structure, and from where DNA replication starts, it is a very important point. That is the ORI site. ORI site is the starting point. And in prokaryotes, the ORI site is single. That is, single ORI site is found in prokaryotes because the length of DNA is less. But in eukaryotes, in prokaryotes, what are the prokaryotes? Like bacteria, mycoplasma, etc. Single ORI site is found. Single ORI site is found. But in eukaryotes, and many ORI sites are found. Many ORI sites are found. ORI sites are found. ORI site means origin of replication. If DNA is a double-stranded structure, ORI site contains at a particular place, and from where origin of replication starts. If it is if they are formed like a bubble-like structure called replication bubble, if we cut the ORI site in the middle, they form a fork-like structure. If we cut this side, so DNA replication takes place in this way, and on other side in this way. So ORI site is very important because DNA recoils to the original position. So what is ORI site? What is the ORI site? ORI site means origin of replication. And first of all, DNA templates is required for DNA replication. So what is DNA template? DNA template is a master copy, and hydrogen bond splits due to helicase enzyme, which breaks the hydrogen bond. Helicase enzyme breaks the hydrogen bond. And after the breaking of hydrogen bond, two strands separate at this junction or at this point and to form DNA template. They form a fork-like structure. In the meanwhile, and simultaneously, another enzyme comes here known as topoisomerase in eukaryotes, which is equivalent to gyrase in prokaryotes. In gyrase. And besides the topoisomerase, single strand binding proteins also comes together, and which is responsible to prevent from the recoiling. So that is why topoisomerases and single strand binding proteins are very important to stress the DNA strand, which is the template strand. And one thing is very important. New DNA is always formed in 5' to 3' direction. And as a result of breaking of hydrogen bond, DNA forms a fork-like structure called DNA replication fork. After the formation of DNA replication fork, DNA polymerase enzymes start to polymerize, and different nucleotides are added with the help of DNA polymerase enzyme. DNA polymerase enzymes are of 3 types in prokaryotes. In DNA replication, DNA polymerase is very important. DNA polymerase enzyme is very important. So DNA polymerase enzyme is responsible for the addition of nucleotides. In prokaryotes, DNA polymerase are of 3 types, 1, 2, 3. And in eukaryote, DNA polymerase are of 5 types, alpha, beta, delta, and so on. So, DNA polymerase requires RNA primer. RNA primer is very important. Without RNA primer, DNA replication cannot start. DNA replication is initiated due to formation of or addition of RNA primer. What is RNA primer? RNA primer is a short segment of ribonucleotides. After the formation of DNA replication fork, 2 strands, single strands are formed, and RNA primers start the DNA replication from 5' to 5' to 3' direction. And this is called leading strand. On other side, also new DNA always formed in 5' to 3' direction. So this is called lagging strand. What are the difference between the leading strand and lagging strand? Leading strand is also called continuous strand, and it is formed continuously. And in lagging strand, it is called discontinuous strand. In leading strand, single RNA primer is required. But in lagging strand, many RNA primers are required. RNA primer is formed by an enzyme called primase enzyme. Lagging strand was discovered by Okazaki. So it is also known as Okazaki fragments. So these are important differences between the leading strand and lagging strand. In this way, 2 new copies are produced. Formation of new copies on the old strand, this is called semi-conservative. That is 50% old strand and 50% new strands are produced. 50% old and 50% new. So that is called semi-conservative method. So leading strand and lagging strands are produced, and finally they reach to, at this point, oricide. Then another hydrogen bond splits, and the process is going on. In this way, replication is very fast. It takes very precise manner, not in haphazard manner. And you know very well, A always pair with T. That is, A means adenine and T means thymine. Adenine is joined with thymine by 2 hydrogen bonds. Guanine is joined with cytosine by 3 hydrogen bonds. If DNA template contains A polynucleotides or added by DNA polymerase comes here T. If they contain G, new strand comes with C nucleotide, cytosine. There are 4 types of nucleotides already discussed in previous class. Suppose if adenine is present in nucleotide called adenylic acid, if thymine is present called thymidinanic acid, if guanine is present called guanylic acid, if cytosine is present called cytidilic acid. So there are 4 types of nucleotides and they are added in very precise manner. In leading strand, the strand is continuous, not discontinuous. But in lagging strand, the strand is discontinuous and many RNA primers are required. After the formation or completion of DNA replication, proofreading is required. And what is the proofreading? Proofreading is very essential. It looks proofreading. If any mistake or error is found during the process of DNA replication, proofreading is done by DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase 1, DNA polymerase 2 and 3. During the process of DNA replication, DNA polymerase 3 plays key role or important role in the process of DNA replication. But if any mistake is done or takes place, the DNA polymerase 1 also becomes active. So in this way, proofreading is done by DNA polymerase 3, then by 2, then by 1, and then 2. So there is a least role of DNA polymerase 2. DNA polymerase activity takes place on the basis of exonuclease activities. Polymerization and exonuclease are 2 important roles. Exonuclease and polymerization. These 2 important roles played by DNA polymerase enzymes. Polymerization means addition of single nucleotide and to form a chain-like structure. And exonuclease means terminal part, or generally it is done 3' any mistake or any error takes place is removed by DNA polymerase 3. If it is not possible, then DNA polymerase 1 fills the gap, which is after the removal of RNA primer. RNA primer is removed and then this gap is filled by DNA polymerase 1. So in this way, DNA polymerase acts primarily by 3rd, then by 1, then by 2. And in this way, 2 new strands are produced from single parent DNA, and if the DNA replication takes place inside the nucleus, but cell not divides for polyploids. If the amount of DNA increase, polyploid may occur. This is a very brief idea about the DNA replication. Thank you.